What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. Let's go. So, yeah, man, I want to talk Devin Haney, okay, versus Ryan Garcia, you guys. It's a fight that it's looking like that's going down April 20th in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's going down, you guys. Shout out to Mike Carpenter and the rest of the people that are breaking the story. It's looking like Oscar De La Hoya, man, and Bill Haney came together and got the deal done, man. It's wild though, man, that these two entities can work together after talking so much trash about one another. You know what I mean? But if it makes dollars, you guys, it makes sense. So, that's where we're at right now with it, man. I'm pretty sure the guarantees are pretty good. Ryan Garcia is gonna sell. I think he's gonna put Devin Haney on that next level by getting this fight. I think that this is the fight that Devin Haney has been looking for. It's a major fight, with huge implications. I think that this could possibly bring Devin Haney's name even higher if he's able to beat Ryan Garcia. And if Ryan Garcia is able to beat Devin Haney by the upset, this can resurrect his career and just take him to another level. Smash that like button and subscribe. But yeah, man, it's looking like April 20th is the date, you guys. Mark that down on your calendars. And it's hey, man, we're here. We're here. Ryan Garcia has been through a lot. Getting rid of Joe Goosen, hiring Derek James, the former trainer of Anthony Joshua, current trainer of Earl Spence Jr. And Jermell Charlo, okay, the unified champion at 154 pounds. So there is champions in the camp of Ryan Garcia. You got to have that championship mentality. Even though Ryan Garcia has never been a champion himself, you still have to have that championship mentality. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. We giving you guys banger after banger after banger. And I'm glad that these two guys are fighting. I'm glad these two guys are getting in the ring. It's about time. We've been hearing a lot of both guys, going back and forth, on Twitter, Instagram, just putting more fuel to the fire. But I think Bill Haney had a lot to do with this fight, you guys. Bill Haney, was adamant about getting the fight done. He really wanted to get this fight done for his son. He is the head trainer. And they got by the Lomachenko fight. They barely, to me, they barely got by that Lomachenko fight. So there is still, that linger of hope, man, where there's, you can still outpoint Devin Haney at times. He's not yeah, he is an undefeated fighter, but he's not invincible. And we know that, and we know that Devin Haney can be, he can't lose rounds. We've seen that, time and time again. We've seen him lose rounds to Lomachenko and stuff like that. And I just feel like right now, Ryan Garcia is probably gonna catch Devin Haney at the best time. Both guys are young, hungry, they're in their prime. I don't even think these guys have hit their physical prime yet, but they're fighting young. It's time for the young gunners to get in there and to scrap it up. Um, as you guys all know, Ryan Garcia already fought Javante Tank Davis, and we know what happened with that fight. Hold on real quick. So yeah, man. I mean, both guys. I mean, listen, man. It's not gonna be an easy fight for either guy. I think Devin Haney can come in with a really good game plan and nullify um some of the things that Devin Haney wants to do. Um, I mean, excuse me. Ryan Garcia can come in there. Like I said, Ryan Garcia can come in there and try to nullify, like, some of the things Devin Haney can do with the jab, and stuff like that. And try to fight him at range. Um, you know, but Devin Haney is good at range too. Both, you know, um, long, rangy fighters, fighting each other. And Ryan Garcia only having one loss, that one loss coming from Gervonta Tank Davis, which he says he wants the rematch with. He says that his camp wasn't right. He's saying that his headspace wasn't right. A lot of variables going into that fight wasn't right for Ryan Garcia. And he said that, that's one of the reasons why he lost that fight. But right now, we thinking about this fight. This is on the horizon right now. April 20th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. It gets no bigger than that. This should help Haney with the sales, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see, will this fight generate more, fans and more people buying this fight, and more customers, to purchase this type of fight than the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight. Because mind you, the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight did good numbers. I believe it was over 1 million pay-per-view buys, if I'm not mistaken. It was a massive fight, big fight, with huge implications. If Gervonta Tank Davis were to had lose that fight, I believe his career could possibly be, you know not in shambles, but it would deter Gervonta Tank Davis's career. Like I said, right now, if Devin Haney were to lose this fight, the trajectory of Devin Haney could change a lot. So there's a lot riding on this fight. Um, both guys game, fighters, but it's a lot to be answered, and there's a lot to be talked about Ryan Garcia that we don't know. It's a lot of the unknown, and right now, Ryan Garcia being, still young, still got all his barons with him, and still hasn't really been in a whole lot of wars. Yeah, he was in that Gervonta Tank Davis fight, but he didn't take a whole lot of punishment. He got knocked down once or twice and stayed down. So he didn't. There wasn't a whole lot of punishment in that, Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Yeah, he took some punishment, but it wasn't a grueling 12-round unanimous decision punishment for Gervonta Tank Davis. It was you know, get him out of here in the seventh round type of style for Gervonta Tank Davis, and he got him out of there in the seventh round. And had Ryan Garcia on one knee, and he didn't get up. Ryan Garcia didn't get up. He said he had real problems going into that fight. Gervonta Tank Davis camp knew about it, and he uses certain excuses on why he lost that fight, but he says he uses no excuses. So it's like it's kind of a catch-22. Um, but these two young, hungry, strong fighters, and Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are finally getting it on, and I can't wait. I think this is going to be a big fight for 2024. Um, and it should open up, some other fights to happen for Devin Haney or, Ryan Garcia. I know the winner is going to want Gervonta. Let's just make no barons about it. The winner of this fight is going to really, really want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis is still in the back of both of these guys' mind. He's still, in my personal opinion, the top 135-pound fighter in the world. Um, but both of these guys are fighting at 140, so it's one weight class up we seen yesterday that one weight class up, you can still get it. Like look at Keyshawn Davis calling out Teofimo Lopez after their fight. Keyshawn Davis from Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to Norfolk, Virginia, 757. Stand the fuck up. You know, DMV for sure. But you got to understand, man, that both guys, have a lot riding on this fight. You know, Ryan Garcia wants to get his name, more respectable. Like I can beat champions, I can beat the best of the best, and I will fight the best of the best. You know, and Derek James is gonna have to come up with a really good game plan. And so is Bill Haney. Bill Haney is gonna have to come up with a game plan to nullify the jab and the work rate of Ryan Garcia. And he's gonna have to come. He's gonna have to, you know, use some, should I say, veteran tactics, because Devin Haney, I feel, is the more smarter, sharper um, fighter. And he has more championship experience than Ryan Garcia. When you're talking about championship experience, Devin Haney's been a champion for a little while now. Started with people saying he was the email champion and that he was, gifted the belt, to him actually earning that belt and actually defending that belt and actually beating Vasil Lomachenko, which today is the biggest, right now, you know, Devin Haney beating Vasil Lomachenko is the biggest win of his career, bar none. That's the biggest win of his career. Um, yeah, Devin Haney's been through a lot. Um, but I think that this really resurrected his career. And there's a lot of trainers and good fighters behind Devin Haney. They want to see him win. You got Floyd Mayweather Sr., you know, um, that used to train him and did well training him. And like I said, man, Bill Haney is a known entity in boxing. Even from a young age, he was sparring Sean Porter when he was 16. So, you know, and Devin Haney is just coming off of a really, really good performance on beating Regis Progress. So the money is still flowing in for Devin Haney. And right now, he's trying to strike the iron while it's hot. Why his name is still out there, why his name is still buzzing, why he just came off of a very good decision. I mean, a decision win, which I think he could have stopped Regis Progress, to be honest with you. Let's let the truth be told. And that's another thing, too. If he gets Ryan Garcia hurt like he did Regis Progress, is he going to be able to have that killer instinct to stop him? He didn't have that killer instinct. He didn't have that killer instinct. He didn't have that killer instinct versus he didn't have that killer instinct versus Regis Progress. I just didn't see it. Yeah, he did good against Regis Progress, hurt him a bunch of times and did very well. But a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis, when you're in there and you smell blood, like Devin Haney smelled blood versus Regis Progress, Gervonta Tank Davis is gonna get him out of there. There's no two ways about that. I know that in my heart of hearts that if Gervonta Tank Davis were to get, Regis Progress hurt the same way Devin Haney did, he would get him out of there. I really truly think that. I'm willing to put money on it. So that Bill Haney's got to work with his son and tell his son, like, look, man, you get a guy hurt, finish him. You know what I mean? But I feel like they was up on the scorecards. There was no way, to me, that Regis Progress was going to win that fight. Especially in the later rounds, and it, they just, they won a decision, which was good. But this fight is a done deal now, you guys. I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I gotta hit the road. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, peace.